So good evening, everybody. My name is Raf Seymus. I'm the founder and CEO of Excellys. And 4 years ago, in 2014, I've started a company with one single mission to unite companies and young IT talent in a successful partnership. And that's still what we're doing. We have hired, in the past 4 years, more than 150 young IT graduates, ranging from bachelor up to master level, and we integrated already more than 45 of them within our clients' organizations, and that's exactly what we're doing. Our mission is to attract the most promising IT talent, to accelerate their career start by training and by coaching, and by this we drastically increase retention for our clients. So we help our clients with the matching of highly skilled IT personnel, with their business goals, and we aim for the perfect fit. So that's in brief what we're doing up till today. And we have 2 programs. The first one is called Start Smart, and it brings young IT graduates up to a professional level within a 2-year program, after which they can be hired by our clients. And then we have an optional second program also of 2 years, which brings these people up to a digital leadership level. Because what we see is not only that there's a structural shortage of highly educated IT talent, which we already talked about all night, but once they leave university or high school, there's still a lot of competences and skills to be learned to be successful in a business environment. And that takes a lot of expertise and time of companies, and that's why we are taking it over for our clients and to speed up the acceleration. And like other colleagues already explained, we are working now with 4 different generations at present, and we also coach not only our consultants, which are all for Generation Y or the millennial generation, but they have to work together with our clients from different other generations. So we not only coach our consultants, but also our clients with working together with all these different generations. So this is probably familiar to all of you, the struggle to hire and retain top talent, and especially with tech-educated talent. We need these talents to grow our business. Our access is limited. We don't have time to get started up to speed. All these problems is what every company is now struggling with. And one size to approach all these people is not enough. So when you look at this pyramid, this is actually how a mature organization should look like, as a matter of senior expertise, media expertise, and also junior people. But all of them require a different approach to hire them, or to find them, or to keep them on board. And tonight I'm going to talk a little bit more about working with this junior level, because it requires a specific approach, not only to find them and to hire them, but also to get them up to speed and to keep them on board. So first of all, why should companies work with junior talents? First of all, because there's not enough fish in the pond for media and senior profiles, for sure. But then again, it's also, as you look at the overall cost of an organization, if you only have senior and media expertise profiles on board, then the overall cost of your organization is too high. And also you don't want media and senior people to do tasks of let's say a complexity level which is below of their expertise, so that then they're not motivated to do it, first of all. And second of all, they're also too expensive to do these kinds of tasks. So you have to have a good mixture of these 3 levels. But when we look at the benefits of junior talents, well, first of all, they're young and they bring a lot of energy into the company and very dynamic. Second of all, they learn fast. If you hire the right potential, they're able to learn very fast and they're open for change. They bring also an open view and a critical mind. This generation is used to talk their minds and to give their opinion, even sometimes when it's not asked, but it's an advantage to have these people on board, because they look at your business and at your programs with fresh eyes. And they are all tech savvy, we all know that. We see that daily with our children, that they adapt these new technologies, these new programs very fast and very easily. And they all want to work in a team. That's what we noticed by working with these people. They all want to work together with other people, with clients, and they're also used to it by working together on projects during their education. There's a very big focus on working in team. And next to that, the last two are also very important. If you're hiring within Belgium, they speak the language, they understand the culture, so it's easy to integrate them within your own team. But also it's easy to have them communicating with your clients. And of course, last but not least, like I said before, they're still relatively cheap compared to senior and mid-year profiles. So these are all benefits of working with junior talent. But how can we attract these talents? Like, we need a different approach. And we talked about employer branding already, which is very important. But also putting a resume or putting a vacancy on a website or on your own website or on job sites, it won't work. Because these people, they know when they will graduate, they will have 5 to 10 different opportunities at different companies, even without checking anything on the internet. They will be approached even before they graduate. So you have to do a lot of efforts to reach out to them, because they won't come to your company unless you maybe Google or some other very interesting companies for young people. So there are a lot of opportunities to interact with them and to connect with them. Like, for instance, what we do a lot is we work together with student organizations, with the universities and high schools to give lectures, to share knowledge, to organize and participate in, for instance, hackathons. Those are the places where these people are, and they're really interested in this kind of how to say, activities. I was looking for the word. You can also work with interns and support theses of graduating students. It's a very interesting way not only to connect with them, but a lot of people who did an internship in a company, they also stay within that company when they like it, when they work for you for 3 months, for instance. They know your company, you get to know them as well. It's a very good way to hire young graduates. And also, yes, you have to go to job fairs, even though there are 150 companies there and maybe only 80 people who are graduating. But still, you have to be there to show your company, to connect with these people, and hopefully you can hire a few of them. And what we noticed is one of the most successful programs that we implemented is referral bonuses for our own employees. Last year, we hired 18 people only by this referral program. So it's a very interesting way to incentivize your employees to hire new colleagues. And like my colleague said before, invest a lot in employer branding, because if they don't know you and if you're not known in a positive way, they won't come on board. And you have to be active on social media in a professional way, in an authentic and professional way. So these are all ways to connect with these young people. But overall, what needs talents in your organization to thrive? And it's not rocket science. It's basically all human needs should be, how to say, fulfilled to have people stay within your company. And when we look at these 8 ways to attract these people and to keep them on board, well, you can cluster them in 3 main parts. First of all, the why of your company has to be, first of all, relevant, because this new generation wants to do something which is relevant and has purpose. And it has also to be communicated very clearly. Yes. Second, you have to ensure a good balance between company and personal ambitions, because sometimes we lose the focus on our employees and we're all focused on the targets of our company. But if you want to keep people on board and keep people happy, there's also a person behind your employee who has also ambitions, who has also a career perspective, and you really need to fulfill that to be able to keep them on board. And last but not least, yes, a stimulating and healthy workplace and work environment is very important. People want to feel at home in a company. That's very necessary to be able to thrive. If you want to have autonomy as much as possible. You want to be supported, you want to be recognized for the things that you do right. And of course, we all want to be fairly paid for our time and for our efforts. So if you don't succeed in getting these things established within your organization, it's going to be difficult not only to attract, but also to keep these people on board, because then you leave the back door open and you invest a lot to attract these people, but they will leave quite soon after they were on board, if you can get them on board in the first place. And then, like I said in the beginning, first of all, there's a big shortage of highly skilled IT personnel, and there's only about 2,000, 2,200 in whole Belgium at high schools and universities who graduate in an IT-related direction or degree. So we have to broaden the funnel of people who are able to fill in these jobs after, let's say, a significant training period, but not too long that it still becomes economically acceptable for companies. And we did a research together with a professor from the University of Louvain-la-Neuve, and we also worked together with University of Antwerp in Ghent on which kind of degrees would match or would be easy to be retrained to IT profiles. And you see them on top, like here: physics, mathematics and statistics, bioengineering, geography, geology, and biochemistry. When you look at the basic skills and competences that are also very important within IT, these people had it all in a good doses during their education. So it's quite easy to retrain these people to an IT job. And that's also what we're trying to do as from this year. We try to find the people who are really interested in IT jobs, and we will retrain them in a program of 3 to 6 weeks that we set up with some professors of University of Antwerp and Ghent and the KU Leuven. And depending on the track that they followed before, we can have a program which is, which will be developed for the person involved, and which will bring them the basic of IT within a very brief period between 3 and 6 weeks, after which we can train them on a specific technology or a specific domain. And by this we hope to broaden the funnel not only to 2,000 but to 3,000, maybe 4,000 possible candidates who can start the next coming years in IT-related function. So, any questions? Then I thank you very much.